On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Listen, wait.
Anti-business.
Cool. Listen, that's cool. But my thing is this. When I say compatibility,
which is why you shouldn't date in the first place.
Listen, but my point is, we could argue that part, but I'm just saying I'm not in no boyfriend and girlfriend stage. It's either this is my fiance, right? Or
but how do you find out if she's the person for you to marry if you don't?
That's a
recording process.
That is the question.
I might be asking both of y'all.
That's a me.
And it's and a lot of
both of y'all.
All right, got Anton, I'm gonna let you go right here. I can tell a lot of times we haven't, and this is a problem amongst Black people. We never actually really took courting classes, or no one actually really taught us how to court properly. So a lot of times what we be saying, or people who do go through the courting process, it sounds foreign because we've been doing it the wrong way.
Bro, answer the question.
So I did already. Anton, go ahead, bro.
No, you didn't.
Right, yeah. Overall, he'll do
that. Has no
like
you telling me what to do is not going to, like, that's not the move.
Influence and telling you what to do is two different things.
But it depends on the context in which you use it, right? If you asking for somebody's great idea, it depends on where your expertise lies, and it has nothing to do with love, is what I'm saying.
Right.
The love you said a man that loves his woman. That has nothing to do with whether or not I'm gonna make the decision that's in our best interest.
So let me not say
I'm not leading with love to make the decision.
Respects. Let me change the wording. A man that respects his woman is not going to marry a woman that he feels like her opinion or anything like that is stupid, or that she doesn't have any influence in the house.
That's not really what he said, though.
He
didn't say her opinion was bad. He just said he is the influence.
Do what's best, right? But women in the household do have influence.
Okay, now what? Does this go back to the whole argument? Like, I think to a certain degree, women spend their entire day looking for pockets of validation. We are important. We are influential. We are equal to, it's just, if y'all think about this, how we've been talking, it's always little pockets of them trying to jump in and say, we are important. Is that what this is?
And that's cool, though, Mr. Let Go, because I'm going to be honest with you. You got to give them that. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them you have to give a woman a sense of purpose in order for her to really buy into the vision of, that you building, right? And so they need that. They need that level of influence, even if it's in a serving, in a serving role, right?
That's why I gave it to him in a question form.
Like the way that they get horny and get off is to serve you first. Like they want to, you know what I'm saying? That's their thing. It's a sense of purpose that a lot of women need in order for them to really, really, have have that relevancy in life and relationships and whatever. They need a sense of purpose. So you need to give them that. You don't want to just make them a trophy. You got to give them a sense of purpose. So in order to do that, sometimes you got to give them that relevance.
So what about in this situation? She asked you does your lady,
I answered this plenty of times before. Let's not go down this round with him.
What? You can ask me whatever.
No, but you already done said it. You done already made your statement. We're not even gonna go down this round because
it's a question. She asked him, does your woman have influence on you? And Anton says no. Well, what you just said is women need that feeling of validation, of importance, and you cut that off because you said no. Okay. Because
you also got to take
actually agreeing with a woman. My woman is going to have a certain amount of influence over my decisions, but I'm going to make the final decision. You said no influence.
I also don't believe in girlfriend, boyfriend either. I believe either you're married or you're single. So I don't see how guys get women that level of power in a relationship or in the household without them being certified. I don't.
There's a certain amount of it's a lineage of it. Like linear. It's linear. Like when you go to college, you don't have the degree yet, but as you go go through, you got to take tests and shit like that to see where your level of understanding of the information is before you get to the end of the 4 years and get the diploma. So you take different tests, you take different quizzes, shit like that. So as you're in a relationship with a woman before you marry her, you need to know where her level of emotional intelligence is. So you give her an opportunity to influence you to see where it leads you, so you can see if you can keep going.
How do you give her an opportunity to influence you? I don't understand that part.
It's a level of trust. You be like, so what do you think? And if she says some dumb shit, you like, all right, that don't make no sense. And then you give another chance, you're like, all right, that don't make no sense. All right, she may not be my wife material. So you give a woman opportunity to see what she thinks about certain things, so she can get to the end of, well, not the end, to the beginning of, the start of marriage with you. But part of that is to find out what she thinks about certain things and how she feels about certain things.
That's not influence. Trying to see where she's at mentally is not saying that, oh, she got influence over my.
Is a test of influence to see if I can trust the way she thinks.
All right, so this is where we're going to separate that, because me and Anton stands from. I think this is the first time I've ever been on the network. Y'all know I don't agree with boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. That's first of all. Let's just make that perfectly clear here.
So stop right there for one quick second. So when you're dating someone, it's just all you're doing is dating, even when you get to the point to where you think you could be in a serious relationship.
Yeah, there's no test. There's no pop quizzes.
Do you go from dating to just let's get married?
It's like
right. You're not testing the woman to see.
Ask me a question. Just be quiet.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time.
So how we do it is I court with intention. All right. And I just want to be just to take the word date out. I court with intention. If we go over ideas, we see if we are compatible, and we see if our lifestyle is the same. If we don't, and we don't, if I see that we're not compatible, or if we are compatible, from that point we go into the part of engagement. And then from engagement, I get married.
Compatibility has nothing to do with whether or not you should marry her.
No, all right, but that's now
business.
Listen, wait. That's
business.
Cool. Listen, that's cool. But my thing is this. When I say compatibility,
which is why you shouldn't date in the first place.
Listen, but my point is, we could argue that part, but I'm just saying I'm not in no boyfriend and girlfriend stage. It's either this is my fiance, right? Or
but how do you find out if she's the person for you to marry if you don't?
That's a
recording process.
That is the question.
I might be asking both of y'all.
That's a me.
And it's and a lot of
both of y'all.
All right, Anton, I'm gonna let you go right here. I can tell a lot of times we haven't, and this is a problem amongst Black people. We never actually really took courting classes, or no one actually really taught us how to court properly. So a lot of times what we be saying, or people who do go through the courting process, it sounds foreign because we've been doing it the wrong way.
Bro, answer the question.
So I did already. Anton, go ahead, bro.
No, you didn't.